Sometimes I feel so guilty because I neglect my own personal motorcycles because I'm having so much fun riding different ones. What makes me feel even worse is I'm neglecting a loaner bike. It's been way too long since I've ridden the Indian Challenger, and I'm just gonna hop on and go for a ride and hang out with you guys. So let's go. Well, that's not a good way to start out the day. Alright, so I've been neglecting this motorcycle because I've been busy. I actually literally yesterday just got back from a 1,000-mile road trip over to Narrowsburg, New York for the annual Babes Ride Out East Coast event. And it's so funny because usually when I get back from those events, the first thing I don't want to do is hop on another motorcycle. But I guess that means I'm growing and maturing, you know? Like, my body wasn't that uncomfortable that I didn't want to hop on a motorcycle. And I don't know if any of you guys can like relate to this, but when I am home from a very long motorcycle trip, and 1,000 miles ain't that bad, it was 1,000 miles over like 3 days, so totally doable. But when I go on like longer road trips and stuff, dude, I kind of forget how to drive a car. So, and it's funny because I drive a manual transmission car, and sometimes I'm just like, wait, where do my feet go? What do I do? And it's like that instant blink of like panic where I'm like, oh my God, pulling the clutch, you know, stuff like that. So it's just kind of easier when you get back from a longer distance motorcycle trip to take a bike. And in this video, it's so funny, I was like, well, you know, I gotta go, I have a hair appointment. Of all things, I have a hair appointment. So the before and the beginning and the end of this video is probably going to be me looking a lot different. It looks like it's going to rain. I didn't bring my rain gear. So this motorcycle has to go back home, back over to Indian here in just a couple days. And it really breaks my heart that I just didn't, I would love like that. This is something that I would like to potentially think about when companies, you know, ask me if I want to borrow their product, because the sad thing is the answer is always yes. I genuinely do always want to try and ride different motorcycles either in my city, in my state, or anything. But here lately I have been out of town so much that it doesn't make sense to be like, yeah, of course, just drop it off at my house and I'll film and ride and experience the bike when I'm not home. So that's kind of my fault for not having the forward thinking of doing that, because I really haven't been able to give this beautiful bike the justice it deserves. So I have to think of it this way. Let me know your thoughts on this, and of course whether or not you guys would like to see this on the channel, because none of this would happen if you didn't enjoy watching the videos. So that I'm not, you know, blowing smoke up your ass. This is just something that I need to figure out. Looks like we got some road construction up here. So hypothetically speaking, if, you know, Indian came to me, and they did a couple months ago, and they were like, hey, would you be interested in borrowing the Challenger? Well, first of all, my answer was immediately yes, because I love baggers, I love experiencing different motorcycles, and I feel like I have an authority in the subject because I daily ride all different kinds of bagger motorcycles. So instead of being like, hey, yeah, drop it off at my house and then I leave for weeks at a time, I think I should start being like, I think that's a great idea. Let's have some kind of collaborative effort where I take the bike on a long distance motorcycle trip. Like a one-time thing, you know, like I fly out to LA or something and pick it up and ride up to Washington. I don't know. You know, those are the things I'm thinking of, because here lately, Ohio just isn't really in my back pocket anymore. It's kind of always in a different state. So, and I don't know. So that right there, I don't know if you can see where it's like the new asphalt and the old asphalt, and there's like a 2-inch lip. I hate having to go over those lips on motorcycles, especially like when you're on the highway doing 80 miles an hour and you have to like lane transition, or that's how the road construction's working. I'm like, y'all weren't thinking of motorcycles when you did this, did you? Because going up and over that lip while moving parallel to it is not ideal. And honestly, this one's not that bad, but I've seen big like 6-inch lips and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, how can I just stop, go completely horizontal to it, and then drive right into it? Hey buddy, y'all are doing such a good job. This road definitely does not look like it was paved by Lightning McQueen, and apparently they didn't give you the notice that we're allowed to go. Dude just standing in the middle of the road in oncoming traffic. Woo, the one thing, I never took off those lower guards because this is literally the second time I've ridden this bike. That motor, y'all, the motor gets hot. Hot. I can feel it on my little ankles. I'm about to get all dusty. What is going on here? Hi, pretty dear. You should probably get out of the road, mama. What the hell? Like, people are just walking down this road with not a care in the world. Construction workers standing out there. Deer just taking a Sunday stroll. Like, what is happening? This, brake pedal is definitely in the position for somebody who has a much bigger shoe size than I do. There we go. All right. This is much more enjoyable. Okay. So I'm trying to think of where else I'm going to ride today. This is the stuff that I personally enjoy doing, you know, just hanging out at home. Maybe I'll go ride for coffee or go get lunch, IDK. But you're coming with me. First things first, I got to get my hair did. Every year I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna stop dyeing my hair. No, this is not natural blonde. If only. I'm not one of God's favorites. But I was like, I'm gonna stop dyeing my hair, you know. It's just so much money and I don't like doing it, and it hardly ever comes out the way I want it. And then I let it grow out, and I only do my hair like once every other year or something like that. And then I let it grow out, and I see old photos of me when I had like my lighter hair, and I'm like, damn it, I really enjoy that. I look so good. I want to go back to that. So here we are 2 years later, and I'm like, hi, can I please get highlights? Thank you. So when I was in Babe's Ride Out, I was over on the Hawk's Nest, Highway 97, that beautiful scenic highway in New York, and I was just sitting there, you know, waiting for somebody to ride by so I could film them. Just tractors out for a stroll. And someone comes ripping around one of the corners. I couldn't hear them coming because I was watching somebody else. And then all I hear is I turn around, and it's this chick on a gorgeous Indian chieftain, just absolutely destroying the floorboard, scraping floorboard, going around one of the corners. And she just had the biggest smile on her face. There is another deer. What is going on? This is literally like 11:30 in the morning. Why are there so many deer on the road? Well, that is incredibly nerve-wracking. Oh god, I thought I saw another one. Now I'm like just seeing stuff. I'm a little on edge. Oh god, the suspension on this thing is mwah, chef's kiss beautiful. There are not a lot of motorcycles, stock motorcycles, that I can say that about. All right, steel plates in the middle of the road, gravel everywhere, deer committing suicide. You know, just an average Tuesday in Ohio. My ankles are getting real hot. This motor be putting in work. Oh my god, it's a lemonade stand. Oh, kiddos, if I didn't have to go get my hair did, I'd be getting some lemonade. I need to stop taking this bike on back roads. This bike is built for the highway. Usually I love to... Oh, I see some doggy butts. Oh, look at the little one. Hi, baby. Look at your little chunky boy. And then we got some bigger boys. Oh, yep. Okay, never mind. I'll take this road because it's dog city. But yeah, dude, this bike is just totally made for the highway. The big old fairing, the adjustable windshield, and the incredible amount of heat hitting my ankles right now. I need a breeze. But yeah, I kind of wish I would have planned something different with this bike, like taking it on a long trip. That's really it. That's all I really want to do. I just like riding distance. I enjoy doing day rides, you know, like I almost said bar hopper, but not bar hopper, you know, just hitting up some of the twisty back roads, hanging out with your friends, going to get coffee or lunch. Like those are the rides that I personally enjoy, but I don't do them all the time because I don't have a lot of friends. So it's just me by myself. All right, well, I'm gonna hurry up and blast over to the hairstylist, and then I'll show you guys my before and after, and then we'll hop back on the bike. All right, Here's the before and after. Blonde baby's back. Okay, so that was seriously one of the best experiences I've ever had. She even gave me like a head massage while she was washing my hair, and I got so sleepy. So let's go get some iced coffee. Okay, honest to God, the battery on this thing has seen better days, so let's see if the bike wants to start. Oh, all right, well, that's a good sign right there. It was so sweet. She was like, my hair kind of looks like a mess right now, because she was like, oh, do you want it curled or straightened? And I was like, oh, thank you. It's just gonna go straight back into a helmet, so just blow dry it would be plenty fine. Jeez. Thing definitely wants to go. Oh my God, it's just the most beautiful, perfect riding weather right now. Nice and cool, overcast. Like, I genuinely like can't even see the sun, which is my preferred method of riding because my eyes are significantly less strained. I don't know if it's because I have light eyes, but I was just telling Jordan, like, we were sitting outside yesterday and enjoying, you know, the evening, afternoon patio sun. And even though it was cloudy like this, it was still set, like my eyes were watering and I couldn't focus on what he was saying. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, it's too damn bright out here. I need my sunglasses. So I think that's the thing with like having lighter colored eyes, is I'm so sensitive to the sun. It's always so uninspiring riding through road construction. I literally just sit here and like, I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. It's ugly. I'm riding on a baby wipe strip pad of tarmac. Okay. Gravel and sand and a big ass bike. At least I'm on a slight downhill. That's lovely. Okay. Coffee, 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 coffee. I love the kickstand on this damn bike. So, just done. We're planted. The kickstand on my road glide scalpels any surface I put my bike down on. Okay, let's get coffee. New hair, iced coffee, hot motorcycle. Life is good. So, I guess like if in case I don't get to do a full review video on this motorcycle before Indian comes and picks it back up, some things that are standing out to me the most about this bike in comparison to my daily bagger motorcycle is this one offers superior comfort and luxury. I will 100% agree with that. The comfortability on this motorcycle, the suspension, the seat position, the extended floorboards, the bar length, everything is pretty much perfect for me. I don't really have to adjust anything. I'm 5'7" and this bike is incredibly comfortable. My arm is getting tired. I didn't bring a tripod. With that comfort being said, there is also discomfort. As I've mentioned many times in this video, the heat from that motor, I can still hear it clicking behind me. It is hot, man. That boy runs hot. I'm also cruising in sport mode pretty much nonstop, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But the heat puts off a lot of heat. I think you would be pretty much okay if you took off those lower leg guards and stuff, but just something that I'm noticing. And then the only other thing that I ever noticed, and it's not like uncomfortable, it's just something that you're gonna have to acclimate to. This is something I've noticed on every single Indian motorcycle, is that twitchy throttle. And it's not that it's so much twitchy, it's that there's like a delay. Sorry, I'm like talking with my, get that out of the way. There's a throttle delay and it's like ever so slight. And I don't personally own an Indian and I've never had an Indian worked on, so I'm not sure if that is something that you can adjust in tuning, or if you just need to ride in a different mode, or if there's nothing you can do and you just get used to it. Obviously they sell thousands and thousands of motorcycles and people just get used to it. I think I'm the only person that ever kind of talks and complains about that, but I don't know, I've been driving manual transmission vehicles my entire life, and the reason I choose to drive manual transmission vehicles is because I like telling my machine what to do when I want it to do it. So when I don't feel like I'm in 110% control of the actions of my machine, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I'm just like, what are you doing? Oh, okay. I'm always like, what's going on? Do what I'm telling you to do. So having that slight throttle lag is something just to get used to. I would like to experience the Challenger Pursuit, or just the Indian Pursuit, I guess it's called, because not having a tour pack or a sissy bar on this thing does make it a bit challenging to want to like take it on longer distances. The bags are huge. Genuinely the largest touring bags that I've ever experienced, bigger than my Road Glide, bigger than the BMW. These bags, you can put some junk in your trunk back there. But everything else, man, it sounds wonderful, looks beautiful, and it has truly been a joy to ride. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my iced coffee and then hop back on the bike. Oh my god, I needed that coffee. Alrighty. Oh, the pollen. Oh no. Did I take an allergy pill? Did I take an allergy pill today? Uh-oh. It keeps starting. It's always a good sign. But yeah, I don't, like, obviously I want you guys to know that you need to take everything I say with a grain of salt, because everything I'm telling you, nothing is meant in a negative or a derogatory way towards a company or a motorcycle. It is just really, especially for someone like me, I ride, oh, that's a big old bump. I ride so many different motorcycles. And so a few of them you kind of just really get accustomed to, or they kind of ride how you expect them to ride. And then when you hop on a different motorcycle, like a similar platform, and it rides completely different, that's when I just talk about it. That's what I do. I drink and I know things. I think accelerating is my favorite part of this motorcycle. But I definitely do not want to deal with this construction again, so let's go ahead and hop on this nice little twisty windy back road. God, the brakes are amazing on this thing. I try to make this slow down and turn in my car. It's sketchy. This is lovely. I would love to see some different like bar styles on this bike, like aftermarket bars. I know they exist. I don't remember them, I guess, you know, on all the social medias that I follow. But these ones are actually incredibly comfortable. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, I just did a 1,000-mile road trip, like I said, on my other bagger, and my shoulders were hurting pretty good. I think it's because of my new seat, actually. My new Saddleman pushes me back an inch or two, so I'm a little more extended with my bars. But these ones are just comfortable. Ooh, that motor puts out heat, baby. I was also just checking through some of the settings, and I do believe the rear cylinder deactivation is off. So that could be why it's running, it feels like it's running a little more hot, because when I'm coming up to all these stops and stuff, both cylinders are still running. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I can't be the only one that thinks these things. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time on this bike. I wish I could take it somewhere or travel or just do more with it. And that's the thing that's just so frustrating to me, is I want more time. And there's just not enough time in the day to ride all the different kinds of motorcycles. I try to do it. Or two wheels, all two wheels, never enough time. Look, this looks like a rough patch of road, and it's gonna be smooth as a I genuinely didn't even feel that. Oh, God bless good suspension. I do wish I could lower the windshield a wee bit more. Like, that is one thing I wish I could do. Put that windshield just a smidgen lower. Whew, can I? Oh, I can't. I want to put my feet up because it's hot. I can't reach. Every time I want to reach for the brake, I have to put my feet all the way out in front of me. For those of you that think all I do is talk, I don't shut the hell up. What you do not see is the endless minutes in these videos where I don't say a damn thing. Half the time when I make these YouTube videos, I'm literally just out riding for, could be hours, you know, 2-3 hours sometimes. And you might get a 15 to 25 minute video out of it. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Don't smoke, it's bad for you. But guess what? I've had fun. You got to see me on a different bike. A very popular bike. A lot of you, leave a comment below if you own this motorcycle. It doesn't have to be this exact trim package, you know, it doesn't have to be the Challenger Limited or whatever, but if you own an Indian Challenger, let me know and like give me some details, you know, because I'm just telling you my first impressions of the bike because I've not put that many miles on this thing. So if you ride it and it's your daily ride, let me know if these are some things that you've combated, like the heat, the twitchy throttle. I gotta sneeze. I need an allergy pill. Let me know what you did, if you found a solution, or if it is what it is. Because I'm gonna tell you what, there's a lot of thing about my Harley that just is what it is, and I don't like it. So sometimes it's nut up and shut up, baby. Just enjoy the ride. But yeah, if you guys have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post 2 new videos every single week, all things 2 wheels, and YouTube actually notifies me when you subscribe based on the video you watch. So if you subscribe while watching this video, I will know. But until my next one, thank you again. You guys be good, and I'll see you later.